There's a math teacher in here with them. Yeah. So it's not just them. Okay, so remember we're doing point slope form for this, which is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And the first part just wants it put in that form, and that's it. So I've got y minus a negative 2. I'll just write it out the long way. Equals 2/5 times x minus a negative 5. What?
We weren't supposed to solve?
Nope. It just says point slope form. So y plus 2 equals 2/5 times x plus 5 for the first one. Done. So let's leave it in point slope form.
I solved it.
I know, but you didn't have to.
Oh, I guess I need to learn how to read.
Read the directions.
Extra credit for her?
That was mean, wasn't it? So the second one is y plus 2 equals 3/2 times x minus 2. Done. The third one does say put it in slope-intercept form, so now I do have to solve this third and fourth one. Okay? So this one would be y plus 1 equals negative 1 times x plus 2. So distribute. Y plus 1 equals negative x minus 2. Subtract 1. Y equals negative x minus 3. Notice the ones I had you solve were a lot easier than the ones you didn't have to solve. They didn't have any fractions.
They were okay.
That's good.
Hey, more practice.
There you go. Y minus 4 equals 1/5 times x plus 5. Distribute, and I get y minus 4 equals 1/5 x plus 1. Add 4. And y equals 1/5 x plus 5. Woo. Questions? Everyone okay? You guys are awesome. Okay, so now we're going to move on to parallel and perpendicular lines. Yay.
Ooh, the fun stuff.
I know, right? How do we tell if lines are parallel and perpendicular? That's what we're going to talk about. Okay, so parallel lines are, two lines are always the same distance apart and they never touch. That's the definition of parallel, right? And lines are parallel if their slopes are the same and they have different y-intercepts. So they have to have the same slope and different y-intercepts. What happens if they have the same slope and the same y-intercept?
They'll be the same line.
They're the same line, so they can't be parallel because they're the same thing. Okay, does that make sense? All right. So all we're going to do really easy is we're going to find out without graphing if they're parallel or not. So how do I do that? I find the slope, right? That's all I'm going to do. Find the slope of each line. And then if the slope is the same, then I'm going to find the y-intercept. If the y-intercepts are different, they're parallel. That's it. Super easy.
What if the slope is a multiple of?
Nope, they have to be the same. Okay? So I'm going to just label my my lines line A and line B, because then I kind of keep them straight a little bit. So line A, I'm going to come down, it says 2x minus 1 equals y. Is the y by itself?
Yeah.
Yep. So it's in slope-intercept form. So what's my slope?
-2.
2. Slope is always with the x, right? And then I'm going to go to line B. I'm going to ask myself the same thing, if I can get there. Okay. Is my y alone?
No.
So what do I need to do? So what do I do first? Add 4x to both sides. Beautiful. And I get 2y equals 4x plus 7. And then what do I do? Divide by 2 everywhere. And I should get y equals what? 2x plus 7/2. So what's my slope of this line? 2. Are my slopes the same?
Yes.
Yes. Are my y-intercepts different? Yeah, because I have one at -1 and I have one at 7/2. So they're different. So these lines are parallel. Parallel. That's it. That's all we're going to do. Not too bad. Is that okay? I'm going to solve for y and find my slopes. That's it. To tell if they're parallel or not. Pretty easy. Okay. So let's do number 2. So I've got line A and line B again. So y plus 8 equals -6x. What do I do first? Minus 8. So I get y equals -6x minus 8. What's my slope? -6. And then I have line B, which is -2x plus y equals 5. What do I do first?
Plus 2x on both sides.
Add 2x to both sides. Beautiful. And I get y equals 2x plus 5. What's my slope?
2.
M equals 2. Parallel? No, not parallel. Done. That's it. That's all you're going to do.
Didn't we learn this freshman year?
Probably. Since this is a sec 1 objective.
Gotta go back into the archive.
Yeah. Okay, do A and B, please. Okay, here we go. Let's do letter, I don't know what letter, we're doing letter A, right? And we have A and B. So y plus 9 equals 3x. What do I do?
You minus 9.
I minus 9. I want to get the y by itself, Marco. Minus 9. So y equals 3x minus 9. So what's my slope? 3. And then B, whew, I have hair falling out everywhere, is 3x minus y equals -2. So what am I going to do first?
Minus 3x from both sides.
Minus 3x from both sides. I get -y equals -3x minus 2. And then -1. So y equals 3x plus 2. What's my slope?
3.
Are my y-intercepts different? Are my slopes the same?
Yes.
Are my y-intercepts different? Yes, so parallel. Parallel. Beautiful. Do I need to wait a second before I go on? You good? Okay. So letter B, we've got A and B. So A is already in y-intercept form, thank goodness. So what's my slope? -7. And B, let's see, we've got -3y equals 21. I don't know why I have an extra equal sign in there. Equals 20x plus 7. What do I need to do first? Divide by -3. And I get y equals -7x minus 7/3. What's my slope? Are my slopes the same? Are my y-intercepts different? So these are, oh my goodness, parallel. Okay. Whew. Okay. So this one's just a little bit different, okay? It says write an equation of a line containing the specified point parallel to the indicated line. So I want to write an equation of the line. So I'm going to write an equation that's parallel to this line that contains this point. So I'm going to have a slope and I'm going to have a point. So what equation am I going to use? Point slope form, right? Which says y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. But first I have to find the slope I'm going to use, right? And so I have to use my equation that they gave me and I need to solve for y, right? So what am I going to do first? First I'm going to erase this. Okay, then what am I going to do? I'm going to subtract x. And I get y equals -x plus 7. So what's my slope? -1. What's the slope of my parallel line? -1, because they're parallel, it's got to be the same, right? Is everyone okay with that? So now I have my slope, and I have my point, and I need to write the equation of the line. Oh, now we're going to do what we did in the warm-up, right?
I see.
Right? Good. So then I get y minus 2 equals negative 1 times x plus 3. Distribute negative x minus 3. Yeah. Add 2. Y equals negative x minus 1. How is that?
Perfect.
Not too bad?
Yep.
I mean, we're just taking everything we've started to learn and put it together with different things. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We're squishing them together. So you're actually using stuff you've learned previously. Oh my gosh. What an idea, right? Can I go to the next one? Everyone okay? Can I go to the next one? Okay. Awesome. So we're going to do the same thing again. I'm going to take my equation and solve for y. So what am I going to do first? Subtract 5x. So I get 2y equals negative 5x plus 6. And then what am I going to do?
Divide by 2.
Divide by 2. Beautiful. And y equals negative 5 halves x plus 3. Excuse me, what's my slope?
Negative 5 over 2x.
Negative 5 halves.
Negative 5 halves.
Okay, so now I'm going to use my point and my slope. And I'm going to write the equation of the line. So what do I get? Y minus 0. Okay. Equals negative 5 halves times x plus 7. Ooh, this is going to be fun.
Does it really matter if 0 is positive or negative?
No.
It's still 0.
Yeah. But the equation is negative, so I put negative.
I know, but how can you know if 0 is positive?
It's neither. So I just follow the equation. That's why I put negative. Yeah. So now I'm going to distribute. So I get negative 5 halves x minus what?
35?
Negative 35 over 2. Beautiful. And that's it. Done. And we don't have to graph it. Thank goodness. So that would be ugly. Oogly. Okay. You guys have 4 of them to do just like that. Okay, so I'm going to add, I subtract x from both sides, and I get negative 2y equals negative x plus 3, divide by negative 2. And I get y equals 1/2 x minus 3 halves. So my slope is 1/2. So I'm going to get, let's see, what is this? Y minus 5 equals 1/2 times x minus 2. Y minus 5 equals 1/2 x minus 1. Add 5. Y is going to be 1/2 x plus 4. Yes. Questions? We're okay? Beautiful. Okay. Next one. Subtract x. And I get negative 5y equals negative x plus 1. Divide by negative 5. And y is going to be equal to 1/5 x minus 1/5. So my slope equals 1/5. So we've got y plus 6 equals 1/5 times x minus 1. Distribute y plus 6 equals 1/5 x minus 1/5. Subtract 6. Subtract 6. Go ahead. People are going to ask me what I just did. Y equals 1/5 x minus 31/5. Anybody know how I got 30/5 when I was subtracting 6? What's 30 divided by 5? 6. I'm still subtracting 6. I just need to have it in a form that I could subtract from, right? And this has a denominator of 5, so I just multiplied both the top by 5, right? I divided 6 by 5 and then put a 5 underneath it. So when I simplify it, it would be 6 over 1. Is everyone okay with that? Okay. Oh, great. What's my slope? This one's pretty easy. It's already done for me, thank goodness. 4, right? So I've got y plus 5 equals 4 times x minus 0. Y plus 5 equals 4x. Subtract 5. Y equals 4x minus 5. Whew. I like those ones. You don't have to do much on them.
I did those in 2 seconds.
Oh, that's good. Oh, I added an extra page. What's my slope? 1. So y minus 2 equals 1 times x minus 0. Y minus 2 equals x. Add 2. Y equals x plus 2. Questions? Everyone's good? Awesome sauce. Nope, we're going to talk about it right now. No, they don't. The y-intercept doesn't matter either. Okay, so perpendicular lines are lines that cross at a 90-degree angle, right? Okay, so two lines are perpendicular if and only if their slopes are negative reciprocals of each other. Don't care what the y-intercept is on this one, doesn't matter. Their slopes just have to be negative reciprocals of each other. So what does a negative reciprocal mean? Well, I just, you know what? I actually defined it for you guys, but we'll talk about it in a second. Here, there's a little, I'm going to blow up my graph here so you can see it. Great. So here's the slope of the green line, which is 2/3, and the slope of my bluish line is negative 3/2. Reciprocal means I take my fraction and I flip it. The top becomes the bottom becomes the top. And the negative part means if it's positive, it becomes negative. If it's negative, it becomes positive. Why? This is the question. People are like, why? Well, if it's perpendicular, look at this line. From left to right, it is positive, right? And this blue line from left to right is negative. So if lines are perpendicular, one has to be positive and one has to be negative. The only time that's not true is if I have a vertical and horizontal line. Those ones aren't perpendicular. Those aren't positive and negative. One's 0, one's undefined. Okay? Otherwise, my lines will always one positive, one negative, always. Does that make sense? Yeah. Otherwise, they can't be perpendicular. Okay? Okay. So then I did define reciprocal, place the number in fraction form, which means if I have a whole number, I put a 1 underneath it. And then I exchange the numerator and denominator or flip it. So there's some examples in case you don't know what that means. Okay, and then negative means, right, one's negative, one's positive. We talked about that. So the next thing is can I tell if they're perpendicular just by looking at their slopes? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to look at the slopes of the lines just like we did on if they were parallel. So I want to find the slopes of the lines again and find out if they're negative reciprocals or not. That's it. Okay? So we're going to blow this up. Again, I'm going to label, I guess I should probably go back to the pen instead of the highlighter. So I've got A and B. I'm going to look at them. So A says f of x equals 3x plus 1. What's my slope? Because it said f of x. I don't know. What's my slope? 3 over 1. So with perpendicular, we want to have the 3 over 1, okay? Okay, so B is going to be 6x plus 2y equals 5. So what do I do first? I don't know why I did that. Subtract 6, that's beautiful. Subtract 6x. And I get 2y equals negative 6x plus 5. And then what do? divide by 2. And y is going to equal to negative 3x plus 5 halves. What's my slope? Negative 3 over 1. Are they negative reciprocals of each other? No. They're negatives of each other because one's negative, one's positive, but they're not reciprocals, so they are not perpendicular. I am not spelling the word perpendicular. I'm using the symbol for it, which is an upside down capital T. That means perpendicular. Oh, I'm not going to spell it. Perpendicular. There we go. You can tell I can't spell it because it kind of got sloppy and squished together. Okay. All right, so let's go to the next one. Oh, this one's great. I don't even have to solve for these ones. A and B. So A is y equals negative x plus 7. What's my slope?
-1
Over?
1.
Beautiful. B is f of x equals x plus 3. What's my slope?
1 over.
Are they negative reciprocals of each other? Yeah, they're reciprocals of each other because 1 and 1 flipped is 1 over 1. And one's negative, one's positive, so this one is perpendicular. Okay? Questions? All right, it's your turn to try these two problems. I think there's 4 problems. Get more because it's perpendicular. Perpendicular's harder. Go. Make sure you push play. So line A is x minus 2y equals 3. Subtract x. Negative 2. Wow. Y equals 1/2 minus 3/2. Oh, 1/2 x. Sorry. So my slope is 1/2. And line B says 4x plus 2y equals 1. Subtract 4x. Whew. 2y minus 2x plus 1. That would be 4x. Divide by 2. Y equals negative 2x plus 1/2. Slope is negative 2 over 1. So this is perpendicular. Beautiful. I need to slow down because I'm doing everything wrong. I don't know why I'm thinking I have to squish everything in also. A and B. A is 2x minus 5y equals negative 3. Subtract 2x. Negative 5y equals negative 2x minus 3. Divide by negative 5. Y equals 2/5 x plus 3/5. So my slope is 2 over 5. And B is going to be 2x plus 5y equals 4. 5y equals negative 2x plus 4. Divide by 5. Y equals negative 2/5 x plus 4/5. Wow. So my slope is negative 2 over 5. Are they perpendicular?
No.
Not. They are negatives, but not perpendiculars. Not reciprocals, yes. So letter C. A is 4y equals 9x minus 12. Divide by 4. Y equals 9/4 x minus 3. I'm thinking my slope is 9 over 4. And then B is going to be 4x plus 9y equals negative 9. Wow. Subtract 4x. 9y equals negative 4x minus 9. Divide by 9. Y equals negative 4/9 x minus 1. So my slope is -4/9. Reciprocals? Negatives? Perpendicular. Okay, awesome. And the last one. So A, 3y equals 2x plus 9. Divide by 3. 2/3 x plus 3. 2/3. B is -6x plus 4y, -12. 6x minus 12, divide by 4. Y is going to be, I'm guessing that's 3/2 x minus 3. So my slope is 3/2. Are they reciprocals?
No.
They are reciprocals, but they're not negatives. So this is not perpendicular.
It was so close.
So close.
But you put like
So
plus
close.
negative in there.
Because then it wouldn't be right.
I know, right?
Okay. So then the last thing we're going to do is just like what we did on the other page is we're going to write the equation of a line that contains the point and is perpendicular to the line. So now I want it to be perpendicular to the line, okay? So I need to find the slope of the line first. So I need to solve for y, right? Subtract x. You guys all know how to find the slope of the line. We've only done it a bazillion times today, right? Divide by -2. So y equals 1/2 x minus 3/2. So what's the slope of my line? 1/2. What's the slope of my line that's perpendicular to this line? -2. Who does not know how I got that? Remember, it's negative reciprocal, so if it's 1/2, it would become 2/1. 2 divided 1 is 2. Okay, so now I'm going to use this slope, the slope of my perpendicular line, and my point, and write the equation of the line. So I've got y plus 6. Oh, no, that's not a 6. Wow, where did the 6 come from? Plus 5 equals -2 times x plus 2. Distribute. Y plus 5 equals -2x minus 4. Subtract 5. Y equals -2x minus 9. So there's the equation of a line that's perpendicular to the other line.
And then
Go ahead, ask. Everyone okay? Awesome. Okay, so same thing. I'm going to find the equation of my, oh, it's already solved for y. Thank goodness. What's my slope? 4/1. What's the slope of my perpendicular line? -1/4. So now I'm going to use my slope of my perpendicular slope and the point they've given me. So I've got y plus 7 equals -1/4 times x minus 0 plus 7 equals -1/4 x minus 7. Y equals -1/4 x minus 7. Questions?
1 divided by 4 is just 4, right?
No, 1 divided by 4 is 1/4. One candy bar, 4 friends. How many pieces of candy bar do they get? A 4th. Good.
Not excited at all.
Okay, there you go. 4 problems. Okay.
Wait, you're still
Go ahead, what?
school Friday, right?
Correct. No school Friday.
Regular plan on Friday.
They'll send me an email eventually, so I'll know.
Yeah, because we were like, there's a short day on Thursday, and then we go.
I forgot my X. Oh, well, I guess I'll rewrite that. So I got the slope of my perpendicular line to be 4/5.
Oh no, I have some cheers. I'm so angry.
You're so ungrateful. Why, dude? You guys made me lemonade.
It requires.
There we go.
I'm like,
That's what I got. I hope you guys got that. Thanks, George.
Me too.
no, I get mixed up. And like, always blowing up all the time. Those things are,
Woo, y equals x plus 6. All right. How do you guys feel about this?
Amazing, successful.
Amazing, successful?
It's
I like that.
confusing, especially when you're like rushing it a bit because I keep forgetting to write
The negative.
yeah, and then it's like, oh what?
Yeah, you got to remember the negative. Notice I slowed down quite a bit on this one, right? Y equals 4x minus 3. So my slope equals 4. And the slope of my perpendicular line will equal negative 1/4. So I'm going to use this and that. So y minus 6 equals negative 1/4 times x plus 5. Wow. Y minus 6 equals negative 1/4 x minus 5/4. Add 6, add 24/4. So y is going to equal 1/4 x plus 19/4. Yig. Ugly. That was oogly. Huh? That's awesome. And then the last one, oh yay, it's already in the right form. So my slope is 2, slope of my perpendicular, helps if you actually do your perpendicular the right way. Perpendicular line would be negative 1/2. So this and this. Y minus 6 equals negative 1/2 times x minus 0. Add 6. Beautiful. Okay, questions?